Alrighty, yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we finna react to Survivor Series 2025. Let me just say this right now. This shit was alright. It wasn't the bee's knees, the match. I don't like the fact that we getting lesser matches, bro. I like the 6-match format, bro. Can we bring back 6 matches? I don't need long ass commercial breaks, bro, in between matches, bro. I understand it's war games and all that. I'm done with war games. And I've been saying this shit for the past 2 years. And for the past 2 years, everybody's like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. Every time we come up around to Survivor Series and I start complaining about war games, talking about it only needs to be used every now and again. It doesn't need to be entrenched into Survivor Series. We need to go back to the old traditional Survivor Series. And as we go along, I'm going to explain why I feel like the traditional Survivor Series is 10 times better, and why it benefits the wrestlers more than this war game shit. This war game shit, this ain't it, bruh. This ain't it. This only works if you in a blood feud. If you in a blood feud that needs to end, then yeah, let's do that. Let's have the all-stars team up and go crazy with each other. You know what I'm saying? But if we go, you know what I'm saying? This only works for a few. This only works a few years, bro. When the feud is right, bro. When the feud is right, it works. But when you just throwing this shit together like this, what's wrong with a traditional Survivor Series? If we gonna do war games, let's do one a year. Let's do one war games a year. Let's not make a women's and a men's. It should be 1 year. Like, for instance, okay, everybody on the women's side actually had legitimate feuds going on. So it made a lot of sense for the women to have one this year. The men didn't need one this year. The men could have did a tag team, could have did a traditional tag team match. If anything, because it would have benefited the stars in the match. It would have also benefited the women in the match as well if they did a traditional Survivor Series, but we'll get there when we get there. And now everybody's starting to come around to the idea that, hey man, they don't need to do this war games every year. I've been saying this for the past 2 years, bro. It only worked in 2022 because of the bloodline. Then I think in 2023, yeah, the bloodline wasn't like a thing anymore. So they were just doing it just because. And then last year, fucking Bronson Reed broke his fucking foot jumping off the top of the fucking cage and shit. I'm like, bro, see what happens? If we just had traditional Survivor Series matches, we don't need to do all this extra shit. It's unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary, bro. And it's gotten to a point where it's like, there's no purpose for it. And I hope that now that everybody's starting to see that, and I hope that this gets back to Triple H and everybody so they can stop doing it every fucking year. We don't need it. But I digress. So let's get right into
Survivor Series War Games, an event that's gotten headlines, but for the wrong reasons. Now, personally, I wasn't too hyped about this event. The thing I was most looking forward to wasn't even the matches. It was actually the stadium. I wanted to see how the stadium would look in the evening in San Diego. I thought it had a good vibe about it. But Shaw, on the other hand, well, that's a different story. Women's War Games. Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, AJ Lee, and Io Sky faced the team of Asuka, Kairi Sane, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, and Becky Lynch. Charlotte Flair and Asuka started things off. Both women had a solid battle here ahead of the incoming violence. Then Io came and she dazzled. Becky, Alexa follow up, but the match had technically not began yet, so the real stuff was yet to come. The core of this match was based on Io and Asuka's relationship, and that was most of the middle part, I'd say. Kairi was vicious and finally bought into Asuka, which wasn't the case previously. Becky Lynch was treating AJ Lee like Prime Undertaker or something. She's completely scared of her. Kairi seemed to have a lot of fun here. And Nia Jax changes everything before Rhea comes in and she has all the momentum. Lash Legend was the last woman left to enter, and at this point I thought to myself, I don't get why they removed the shark cages. It was just odd. Lash Legend's first real introduction to the main roster was this match, and they did a good job in presenting her as the next star. The match officially starts, and
They did a real good job with Lash Legend, bro. Shout out to my black sisters out here, man. Even though some of y'all like to give niggas copyright strikes and shit, we still go support our black sisters over here. It's still Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. There's still Black Queens forever, Snow Bunnies never. We still support our black sisters over here, even if they is throwing out copyright strikes. We just deal with them individually. If you catch my drift. If you catch my drift, we just deal with them individually. Yeah. We deal with them individually.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
Anyway, so let's get back into this. Now when it comes, now this is where the problem lies right here. Most of this match, look how everybody's on the ground. I did not like this at all. This makes no sense. Most of these people got took down by fucking clotheslines. Like, you getting beat up by clotheslines and getting stumped. Nobody's getting suplex. Nobody's getting hit with DDTs. Nobody's getting hit with like fucking top rope moves. Most of these niggas are down on the ground by a clothesline. There's no way you should be down on the ground for 10 plus minutes, for 5+ minutes from a fucking clothesline. That's unrealistic. This is why we need to go back to the traditional Survivor Series, bro. This shit is terrible, bro. These niggas was down on the ground for like 5 minutes plus, bro. I'm like, why is Kyrie just sitting on the floor with Becky Lynch for 5 minutes? AJ Lee was barely in the fucking match. She was on the other mat on the ground for the longest. Until I think until fucking Lash Legend came in, until Nia Jax got in, bruh. Once Nia Jax got in, that's when fucking AJ Lee just magically woke up and just started beating and then try to beat her up and shit. Man, terrible, bro. That's why we need to go back to the traditional Survivor Series. This shit sucks. Now, in a Royal Rumble, I could understand this, but in the War Games, where, come on, bro. Royal Rumbles, I could understand, but in the War Games, bro, it's like, bro, you ain't even get hit by nothing. You got hit by a drop kick. A drop kick got you on the ground for 5+ minutes, waiting for your cue to get up. That just takes it out of the match. It's like, okay, now at this point, it don't feel like a match. It feels like you're acting. It's not, because that's not realistic, bro. That's not realistic. I miss when my wrestling was a little bit more realistic, bro. Like, niggas used to get taken out by power bombs and spine busters and DDTs and suplexes off the fucking apron and shit. You know what I'm saying? That used to make a lot more sense. Now these niggas going down on the ground to a clothesline, but half these motherfuckers don't even sell finishers. That's the crazy part. You down on the ground for 5+ minutes for a clothesline, but you can barely, but when it comes to a finisher, you don't sell it. You kick out. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. WWE, I'm sorry, man, but the booking and the way how WWE has been operating as of lately, bro, I've been completely out the loop, bro. I only been watching NXT, bro, because NXT is the only thing that's interesting in my wrestling, what's the word I'm looking for? Like my, I don't want to say my fix, because I'm not as addicted to wrestling as I used to be. I want to say like my wrestling enthusiasm. My enthusiasm for wrestling is NXT right now. Other than that, I don't care about anything that goes on the main roster, bro. Same old shit. You get into a match, they disqualified by the end. No match ever finishes these days.
I thought that it was better than last year. The action was, of course, all over the place, seeing as it's War Games. You know, they're throwing moves out there, the near falls, all that stuff. They did a smart thing by having Asuka accidentally miss Lash Legend, who was a bit dominant, as that ended up stopping her momentum. Charlotte saved Rhea in that moment, which did a lot for the teamwork. There's the yearly Io Sky spot, and then Becky Lynch is stuck. She's stuck. She takes the finishers like Solo did last year. It ends with a Black Widow, and AJ Lee's the one who scores the victory for the woman here during War Games. Good matchup. I don't think it's anything like special. But at the end of the day, it's a good War Games match. I think I enjoyed it more than last year, I'd say, but that's just based on my memory. They brought all the stories here. They wrapped them up nicely. Io and the Kabuki Warriors. But they're better off doing this in a Survivor Series elimination match because there wasn't exactly brutality or some violence.
Facts. This would have made a lot more sense, and this actually would have helped Lash Legend a lot more, considering her dominance. Her dominance, you could have displayed her dominance so better in the traditional Survivor Series elimination tag team match. Her dominance could have been more on display. You could have really woke the crowd up with her, had the crowd looking like, "Ooh, she looking like a problem." Like yo, y'all could have did so much more with Lash Legend instead of the Miss shit. Like I think you can still pull it off in a traditional Survivor Series with Asuka hitting Lash Legend with the Miss to stop her momentum. But at the same time, it's like in here, it's like it's too cartoonish, considering the fact that she was beating the shit out of everybody. But they did a really good job debuting her, though. I would not feed her to Jade just yet. I wouldn't feed her to Jade or anybody just yet. I would let her keep tagging along with Nia, and then set up a match where she turns on Nia for WrestleMania. That's what I'm thinking. I would not feed her to the big dogs just yet. I wouldn't feed her to Jade. I wouldn't feed her to Tiffany. I wouldn't feed her to Bianca. I wouldn't feed her to none of the big dogs. Keep her attached to Nia Jax, and keep her attached to Nia Jax until WrestleMania season, until we get to close to WrestleMania, so they can have a match against each other. It would make a lot more sense. WWE, I'm just saying, I'm trying to help y'all book this woman correctly.
Or something else scary with the War Games here at all. And that's a common issue. I believe it happened in the main event as well. There's not that kind of good anarchy that you'd imagine a War Games match to have. It just isn't. Even though I say it's a good match, I just don't think it's one you'll want to rewatch. I don't have any interest in wanting to rewatch this match. It's just there was nothing, there was no intense finale. It didn't feel like they went through hell. None of that was apparent here, and that's the issue with War Games as a yearly concept. And the next match was for the Intercontinental Championship. John Cena defends the gold against...
Best match of the night. Best match of the night. Not even up for debate. Best match of the fucking night. My GOAT is one more match away from retiring, bruh. And he going out doing some of the best work I ain't never ever seen this man like this before. Shout out to John Cena, man. This man going out amazing, bruh. Even though he lost the match, but still. Even though he lost the match, still. He deserved it, bruh. My GOAT, John Cena. My GOAT, man. One more match, man. December, let me see real quick. December 13th, they said. No, not December 13th. Let me see. December 13th, they said. Yep, December 13th. Bruh, that's like 2 weeks away, bro. What the fuck? Bro, that's 2 weeks away, bro. Bro, we got literally just one week, and then the following week will be the last time we see John Cena ever. I'm sad, bro. I'm sad. My GOAT is leaving for good, bro. It's a sad day out here, bro. It's a sad day out here. My GOAT is... My GOAT going out, man. But this by far is the best match of the night. Not even up for debate, bro. John Cena, Dominic, best match of the night by far. A lot of shenanigans, but the shenanigans actually were good here. This is how you pull off shenanigans, bro. This is how you're supposed to pull off the shenanigans, bro. They put the title on him just so that way he could be a Grand Slam champion. He could say he held every single title in WWE. Yeah. Other than that, yeah. Good match though. Good match though.
Dominic Mysterio, Grand Slam John Cena. It was very surreal to see initially because the thought of John Cena at the Intercontinental title was one of the imagination. They had a good match the other day for the title, so obviously they were going to do things a little differently here. Dominic got a great reaction from his hometown, but Cena was on a whole different level. The stadium looked beautiful, it looked different, unique with the sun setting and the building seen from a distance, and Dominic was out with the Judgment Day again, which hadn't been seen often recently, seeing as they're telling a story of dissension. This was a very simple match that maximized reactions. It's all about the hype moments. Dom being the sleazy heel, he's bending the rules, and with Roxanne and Raquel by his side, they provided an additional advantage. There was this weird Hurricanrana moment where it seemed like Dom hurt himself. This was
yo, that's what made this match so fire, bro. That spot when Dominic went for the Hurricanrana, it looked legit though. It looked like he legit hurt himself because he landed on the back of his head. I thought he hit his neck. They was talking about, oh, his shoulder. I was like, no, nigga, it's the neck. He hit the back of his head on the fucking floor a little too hard because he went for the Hurricanrana, and I think Cena. It looked like Cena was trying to get him for a power bomb and fucked up badly. It looked like a botch. It looked like a legit botch from John Cena and Dominic, and everybody was looking like, "Oh my God, is this true?" And then they fucked around. Raquel Rodriguez picks up John Cena. I don't know how the fuck Raquel Rodriguez is picking up a 260-pound man, pure muscle. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying, bro. I don't know how she picking up a 260-pound man that's just pure muscle and tossing and giving him a slam like this. I'm just saying, bro. She picked that nigga up and slammed him, bro. Hit him with her finisher. I'm just saying, bro. And she lifted him up high too. So shit. Yeah. Once I saw this, it was like, oh, okay, Dominic was playing. And then he got back in the ring and hit it with the 619 frog splash, but the referee was so pissed off he didn't even want to count.
To be an elaborate ruse. Roxanne and Raquel took advantage. Dom reveals he fakes the injury, but the ref doesn't care. At this point, I thought to myself, this guy had a bet on this match for sure. One of those parlay things. They were wrestling with hype moments and the signature moves. Back and forth. The Judgment Day get ejected. Ref gets knocked down. Balor, JD come out. They get jobbed out. Destroyed by John Cena, who has the super boost at this point. Near falls finishers, all that. And then from out of nowhere, Liv Morgan returned. She had this great reaction from the crowd, and it had been a while since we seen her. Then, all of a sudden, it seemed like she turned on Dom. He's all happy thinking she's gonna get with.
I had it from the jump that she was gonna beat up John Cena. She was gonna hit John Cena in the balls and then hit him with the title and then put Dominic over him. And it was gonna be over from there. I already knew that what was gonna happen when she slapped Dom. Because I was like, she's going to slap Dom and then make it seem like I already knew what was going to happen. WWE is kind of predictable at this point.
With him, then boom, slaps him. Cena's like, what's going down? They do the reverse heel turn thing. It was just WWE hype moment stuff. You guys get it. She ends up blowing him. Dom takes advantage and finally wins the belt again. Yeah, it was just a match based on hype moments. But they got the reactions, you know. At the end of the day, they got the reactions. Everyone was going crazy. And these guys probably hit a grand total of 8 moves collectively, you know. They had the crowd behind them in ways that many of the talent aren't going to be able to because they're invested in the characters. Match is not that, like, as a wrestling match, it's not that good. It's more of a hype moment thing. Once again, John Cena ends his.
This was the best match of the night. I don't care what bro talking about. This is the best match of the night. It's not even close, bro. This was the best match of the fucking night because when we get to that men's oh God, when we get to that fucking
pay-per-view
match.
career with some shenanigans. I mean, the common thing with this pay-per-view matches. I do look forward to December 13th though. Dom was smart here once more. They did the whole thing, you know, he's like Eddie's son and all that stuff. It doesn't really save the match. It's kind of like, it's more hype, as I said. I wasn't really thinking too hard about this match. Like, yeah, John Cena could have done something different, but at the end of the day, he's the one that chose these final opponents. If you hate it, it's not gonna change a single thing. It's what he wanted. Although what we want was probably better. But Liv Morgan is back. We'll see how things go at the Judgment Day. Surely she's gonna cause some issues from within, and that'll lead to something big. But we'll see. La Primera defends the Women's World Championship against.
I went to go take a shit during this match. I I went to go take a shit. I didn't care about this fucking match. Who the fuck in 2025 is saying, oh my God, Nikki Bella. Oh my God, I gotta watch this. Nikki Bella not even Nikki Bella in 2025. Nikki Bella, period, bro.
Put the fries in the bag, bro. You washed.
You light my fire.
Get this sorry ass nigga out of here! You suck! Try it!
That shit is fucking trash, dog. Get the fuck off the airwaves.
Get out! What more do you want from me?
Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help.
Really, nigga? Really, nigga? Really, nigga?
Negro, please.
Ain't nobody checking for Nikki Bella, bro. We wasn't checking for Nikki Bella, did we? Not checking for Nikki Bella now. Only time Nikki Bella was relevant was when she was with John Cena. Other than that,
Get
bro.
this sorry ass nigga out of here! You suck!
Get this. Nobody's checking for Nikki Bella at all, bro. This is ass, bro. 2 packs of it, bro. They really think we out here. Oh my God, it's Nikki Bella, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Dog, I hate to be the one to break it to you.
Very bad news.
Get this shit the fuck out of here and get you the fuck out of here.
A 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
Get that shit the fuck out of here, bro. Nobody was checking for Nikki Bella,
Get
bro.
the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Get off the motherfucking mic.
Damn.
I'm saying though. Oh my God. Yo, Nikki Bella in 2025 is crazy.
Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just saying though, Nikki Bella 2025. Right, it's crazy. Yo, this is the most hilarious shit ever, bro. Oh my God, this is pure comedy, bro. I went to go take a shit during this match. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. This was a bathroom break match for me, bro. I did not care, bro. By the time I came back, Nikki Bella was getting hit with the oh yeah. Woo.
Halfway. Halfway.
It's Nikki Bella. And Nikki once again turns heel for a title feud. It's similar to the Ronda Rousey one in 2018. This was a very house show match. Number one, nobody in their right mind thought that La Primera Stephanie Vaquer would lose here. Better chance of John Cena getting a rematch during the show than that. And with regards to the match itself, Nikki was very dominant here, but it wasn't that inspiring. I will say though that Nikki does work way better as a heel. We just want to mention, but the crowd didn't seem into it. It felt like it was just happening. There was, see, I'm gonna say at a loss for words, but it's just not exactly interesting to yap about this match. Nikki dominates. Vaquer makes her comeback. She does the devil's kiss on the announce table with Wade Barrett kind of going crazy.
This is
Michael
when I came
Cole
back.
acting all innocent, like whatever, ignoring it. She hits the corkscrew and that's it. That's the match. And I'm really trying to think of much to say about it, but every once in a while there comes that match where you just don't know what to say. It's just like there. And this is one of those. When you think about it, this match should have been on Raw. Like, I don't think this belonged on Survivor Series at all.
Not at all, bro. They should have did that tag team match they did on SmackDown. Bring back traditional Survivor Series matches, bro. They should have brought that tag team match from SmackDown with Sami Zayn and them, the mid card SmackDown tag team match. Put that on here. This had no business being on a pay-per-view, bro. Fuck out of here, bro.
Get this sorry ass nigga out of here! You suck!
Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Get off the motherfucking mic.
Damn.
Didn't nobody ask for this, bro.
It wasn't threatening. It wasn't a big title match. None of that. Obviously, Stephanie wasn't going to lose here, and she was never in danger. That's the problem with this match. They never even teased that Nikki Bella had a chance. She just dominated the early parts. Match goes on. She loses. That's it. And the main event, the men's War Games match.
Shit was trash, bro.
Get the fuck up out out of here with that bullshit. Get off the motherfucking mic.
Damn. Hell no. Trash ass nigga.
This wasn't it, bro. This wasn't it, bro. This shit was not it. I don't even know why we did this, bro. Waste of our goddamn time, bro.
Hey, dog. I hate to be the one to break it to you.
Very bad news.
Get this shit the fuck out of here and get you the fuck out of here.
Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Jimmy Uso, and Jey Uso against Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, and Brock Lesnar. They made mention of some baby drama and egos regarding these guys.
They gave away the finish by saying, "Oh, the Usos are undefeated. The Usos are undefeated. Roman Reigns is undefeated." They was giving away the fucking who was gonna win. They kept bringing up an undefeated streak. Like, bro, two, 3 matches ain't really nothing to brag about, bro. Like, oh, they're undefeated. Watch, they should have the advantage here because they're undefeated. They kept bringing up that undefeated shit. I was like, all right, we know who wins.
There's also a rumor around earlier today about this, although it's probably some WWE Unreal stuff, seeing as that's what excites Triple H the most. This was supposed to be the Visions War game, but then Seth Rollins got hurt. With Brock, he's the big secret weapon for Paul Heyman in his battle against the Avengers. Reigns, Punk, and Cody have ego. Jay himself has plenty of ego recently, so I was of the belief that this drama would continue to escalate here. I don't know if it's the lighting, but Breaker really looked like 3 different shades, and the lighting at some points made it seem like he washed off DX.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, bro. That bump he took when he was on top of Cody Rhodes' shoulders, I thought he legitimately was hurt. But he got up and he kept going on and he kept chugging along like a champ, bro. Hopefully he is okay, because that bump did not look good. He landed on the back of his neck, bro. The back of his neck and the back of his head, bro. Braun Breaker, hey. He finished the match, though. Braun Breaker finished the match. So, shit. He got the victory for the team. So, shit. Definitely the MVP of the match, but that bump was scary.
Or something, because it was kind of greenish by the lighting. I don't know. Punk had a tough time with Breaker, but with Drew McIntyre, it was only going to get worse. They finally re-explored the story again, which was WWE's best feud last year. Punk was destroyed in these few minutes before Cody Rhodes came in with the Super Cena boost. And there's the drama. Rhodes and Punk after an accidental elbow. Braun Breaker looked like a maniac after this doomsday device as he landed on his neck and casually sat there like he was slapped silly with the world spinning around him like a cartoon. Like, bro, you should not be sitting down. You should be down on the mat in pain. Logan Paul could get heat quicker than you could snap your finger, and the guy's really hit. I don't even need to explain why. It's not the video for it, but these guys were farming here. Jimmy Uso didn't do much to stop their momentum, and it went from bad to worse with Bronson Reed. I thought the Jay thing was...
Jimmy was the most useless person in this match, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you, bro. Jimmy was the most useless person in this match, bro.
Silly, to be honest. I don't care if you call me a hater. I don't give a damn. We gotta be real. And the reason why I say that is because this is War Games. It's supposed to be this violent, brutal match. Yet this guy finds the time that...
Bro, the yeet shit get on my nerves now. I ain't gonna hold you. I was one of them people that was like, just let Jay do his thing. Once he started doing the... And then the music played, and then he climbed on top of the cage. I was like, oh my God. I was like, bro, ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way, bro. I was like, ain't no way, bro.
Get some help.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Come on.
If you don't get... Hey, boy, ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no 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 fucking way, boy.
Hey, dog. I hate to be the one to break it to you.
Very bad news.
Get this shit the fuck out of here and get you the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Get off the motherfucking mic.
Damn.
Like, bro, get the fuck out of here with that.
Dance, bro. It's not even like the Royal Rumble where the ring is empty. Like, this is a battle. This is the problem with WWE. They force the hype moments and the aura moments during matches at times. It doesn't need to happen constantly. Like, we know what these guys do. We know their emotes or signatures or taunts or whatever the hell you want to call them. We don't need to see them in every match. We're gonna see Jay do this probably tomorrow, so it's not exactly a worry for us. Brock Lesnar was presented as the disruptor one.
Yeah, once Brock Lesnar music hit, I was like, thank God. Because they was sitting up there, this nigga Jay going crazy on top of the cage. He going, and then all of a sudden, I was like, oh, thank God. Stop this shit right now. Stop it. Please stop this shit. I was like, please stop this shit, bro. Please stop.
Stop it. Get some help.
Let's get back to the match, bro. Y'all got the advantage. Y'all beating the shit out of them. Just keep beating the shit out of him.
More, he wreaked havoc on the match and obliterated every single one of the 4 men opposing him. And we all know what this was to set up. Roman Reigns. Now, Roman Reigns looked like the #1 guy in this match. Let's not lie to ourselves. They're presenting him as the star, the #1 guy coming out. He has all the shine. He battles with Brock. And
yeah, the #1 guy to get his ass whooped. Brock Lesnar beat the fuck out of him. F5 this nigga through the table. God damn. Beating this nigga ass all up and down the ring. But Roman got to get back though with that spear.
At this point, I thought the match was good, but right when they entered War Games,
it got good when Brock Lesnar got involved. When Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns got into it, that's when this match got good as fuck. And I was invested. I was like, ooh, this shit getting good now. Hold on. And then once they say, we are officially in War Games, I was like, yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, let's go.
The match officially began. I started having a problem with it because you could just say it's just a match at this point. They're just beating on each other. Nothing notable. Maybe Roman using the brass knuckles to hit the Superman punch. I don't know, but it just wasn't as exciting as they made it out to be once War Games officially began. They were going back and forth here. They're trading finishers and moves, the near falls. Braun Breaker was still crazy, and then from out of nowhere, a mystery masked man.
And then this ruined the entire match. This did not need to happen, bro. I don't care if it's Austin Theory or not. I don't care if it's Austin Theory. I don't care if it's Chris Jericho. I don't care if it's Edge, bro. I don't care, bro. Be Jeff Hardy. I don't care. Y'all ruined this match, bro. All my interest went out the window when this bullshit happened. All my interest went out the window. As soon as I literally was like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Get off the motherfucking mic.
Damn.
No. Triple H. What? Triple H.
The time we want the gold, sucker. Hulk Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
I should point out for the record.
Triple fucking
and it came out, and at this point I thought, oh my god, they got Solo Sikoa back. Bloodline lore with the mystery guy, all that stuff. Turns out it's some guy who emulates Seth Rollins. He hits the super kick and the stomp. Good stomp, by the way, just want to mention. Maybe it is Austin Theory, I don't know. They're leaving that open. This leads to Breaker scoring the victory. Yeah, I thought the match was going good, but right when War Games officially began, I just didn't like it as much as they wanted me to. And if you're wondering why, I just feel like the War Games concept is tired at this point. They don't make them distinctive enough from each other unless they have a big story heading into it, like Sami Zayn and the Bloodline and all that stuff. They just don't feel distinctive. The Vision won the match here, even Brock celebrating with them all happy, and right afterwards we get our teaser of what could possibly be the big WrestleMania match in Las Vegas. I wasn't a big fan of the match. I also personally don't hope Seth Rollins faked another injury. Like, that would be boring as hell for storyline purposes. With regards to Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, I don't oppose it entirely, honestly. Like, to be honest, 100% with you guys, straight up, I can't oppose it because I feel like with a series like this, it has to be a trilogy. I personally would prefer for it to happen next year or the year after, but who knows if it's going to go down. They did the teaser here. Roman's like, this is the last time we're going to team up. You know, Bloodline.
They have to build Cody up as a heel at some point. Let Cody go on a heel run for a little bit, then revive this fucking feud. But other than that, though, I wouldn't put these two near each other at all, especially with the title on the line. I wouldn't put these two in the ring at all. I think CM Punk and Roman can tell a good story. There's a story there with Roman and CM Punk. Remember, if it wasn't for CM Punk, Roman wouldn't be here. You feel me? Roman wouldn't be here if it wasn't for CM Punk. Remember, the Shield was started because of CM Punk. So there's something there. You can do something with that. But Roman and Cody, Leave these two the fuck alone.
Drama, and I'm not hyped for it right now. I'm not gonna lie to you guys and say I'm hyped, but I think once the bell rings in April, I'm gonna be excited for it. I just feel like that match needs a huge story with it. Maybe they could explore this Cody heel turn then, I don't know, but it needs a huge story to it to match the other two. The other two had something big to them. The Bloodline title reign, then WrestleMania 40 had The Rock, the big obstacles for Cody. They need something massive for 42 if they wanted to match the previous matches. Very important. Like, they could just go out there and say who's the best, all that stuff, but for the build and for the match itself to be memorable, they need a big story. All right, that's Survivor Series War Games. Not my favorite event. I just don't care for the War Games thing. The matches are just there. They happen, whatever. There's no creativity with them, and if we're gonna do a yearly thing, why don't we just do the elimination matches, the Survivor Series ones? Those used to bring plenty of drama as well, and they've been doing them for 30 years. Why can't we just continue doing that? I never understood it, honestly, the fact that they removed the Survivor Series concept in favor of War Games. Like, they could do War Games here and there, but when they make it a yearly thing, it's like they have to force these stories to be special enough for War Games when they're just not the case. Match of the night, I give it to the main event. Right when War Games began, I didn't care for it as much as I should.
It's Cena and,
what you guys think of Survivor Series?
Dominic.
Please comment down below. And that's for this video. Make sure you hit.
It's Cena and Dominic, and it's not even close, bro. No, you're never gonna convince me that Cena and Dominic did not have the best match of the night. You're never gonna convince me of that. But anyways, though, that's just gonna about do it for this one. I will see you all in the next video. Yeah. The ending for the main event ruined everything, bro. It could have been match of the night, but that ending ruined everything for me. Like I said, bro, I was like this. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm liking this. I'm fucking with it. Yeah. As soon as dude climbed the cage.
Get the fuck up out of here with that bullshit. Get